Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Atia, and today we are going to be doing my April TBR list. So the books that I want to read in April. There's a list of about 11 books. Hopefully I read more than what's on my TBR list because reading is fun. Also, I'll be home for a week for spring break, so I'm hoping that just increases my reading since I'll have more time. But yeah, if you haven't already, make sure that you are subscribed and that you have clicked the notification bell so you are notified when I release new videos. But yeah, let's get started. So if you watched my first TBR jar video, which also were my TBR jar picks for April, you know that these are the 4 books right here that I picked out of the jar. It's The School of Good and Evil, Dorothy Must Die, The Secret Place, and Want. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, what a TBR jar is, or how I picked these books, or what these books are about and why I'm excited about them, you should check out my TBR jar picks for April. I will link it down below and also put it like in that eye thingy that'll appear like over there someplace. So those are the first 4 books. I'm not going to talk about them because I spent a whole video talking about them. So what I've decided to do for my TBR list, I'm trying it for this month, and if I like it or if it works, I will do it again for May, is that I've kind of made categories of things that I want to focus on. So one thing that I want to focus on is reading books that have been on my TBR for a while. And so to fill that category, I have picked up Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, The Ship of the Dead. This is the last book in the Magnus Chase series. This came out in like October or something, and I've had it since it came out and I just have not read it. So I just need to finish the series and just do it because the 3rd book in the Trials of Apollo series is coming out, and I don't want to have 2 Rick Riordan books on my TBR, even though I presently have them. So I'm super excited about this. This book feels amazing. I love the cover. I don't think I'll be able to get to it over spring break, but definitely when I come back. Next we have Stargirl, and Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli fills my reread / classic category that I've given myself, which I don't honestly know if I like that category, so we'll see how it goes, how many like rereads I actually want to reread and how many classics I'll actually want to pick up. But I have already read Stargirl. I read it in elementary and middle school, and I remember really enjoying it, but I have no clue what it's about. Like, I cannot remember a single thing that happens in this book besides there's a person named Stargirl and there's a boy, and that's all I got for you. So I'm super excited to read this. I might read this over spring break. There's a sequel? Okay. So yeah, I might read this over spring break. It's a pretty short read. It's like less than 200 pages, is it? Yeah. It's like it's 186 pages. The margins are like weird, and it's pretty short. So I can probably, if I like commit to this, I can knock this out in 2 days, probably less. So that's what I'm going to try to do. Next we have Winter by Marissa Meyer. I'm not going to read the back because I don't want there to be any spoilers. I'm currently reading Cress by Marissa Meyer, which is the 3rd book in the Lunar Chronicles series. This is the 4th and last book. I am expecting to finish Cress this week. It's a little weird because I don't know if it'll be in my March wrap up because it's like March 28th or 29th or something. So March isn't over, but I will be recording my March wrap up today, and I haven't finished Cress. So Cress and Winter will hopefully be in my April wrap up, but this is on my TBR because I know that I will be finishing Cress this week, and I just gotta do it, you know, I just gotta finish the series. This book kind of fits a like continuing a series or the next in a series because I tend to like get the sequels of books I like and then not read them for a while, so I'm kind of trying to like wrap up any lingering series. Also in that same category we have The Clockwork Angel by Cassandra Clare. This is book 1 in the Infernal Devices series. This book I've had for a while, probably since very close to when it came out. The other 2 books are out in the series, so it's about time that I start this. And I'm counting this as a next in a series because it's part of the Shadowhunters world, and I love the Mortal Instruments, so I am interested in the Infernal Devices. I've heard that it's really good. I'm excited. What is this about? When Tessa Gray crosses the ocean to find her brother in Victorian England, something terrifying is waiting for her in London's downworld. Kidnapped by the mysterious Dark Sisters, who are members of a secret organization called the Pandemonium Club, Tessa soon learns that she has the power to transform into another person. The Magister, the shadowy figure who runs the club, will stop at nothing to claim Tessa's power for his own. Friendless and hunted, Tessa takes refuge with the Shadowhunters, warriors dedicated to ridding the world of demons. She soon finds herself fascinated by and torn between two best friends, James and Will. As Tessa is drawn deeper into a plot that threatens to destroy the Shadowhunters, she realizes that she may need to choose between saving her brother and helping her new friends save the world, and that love may be the most dangerous magic of all. Okay, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I ever read the synopsis. I picked it up because it's Cassandra Clare and it was a new series and I was like, I love her and we're going to do this. But I don't think I ever read the back, and I have a very strong feeling if this like were under another name that wasn't Cassandra Clare, I would have still picked this up because that synopsis sounds freaking amazing. So I'm excited for this as well. Like, what? Okay. Next we're taking a little detour. I also want to start reading more of my social science books, which sounds like elementary school, but like books of social science dealing with like things of the world and things like that. So this one, as you can see, I've already started. I'm in chapter 2. This book is Black Feminist Thought by Patricia Hill Collins, and it goes through just explaining Black feminist thought and Black feminism. And not recently, if you watched my fall book haul, which I released in like September or October, this was on there, and I initially said in that one that I got this book specifically for my research paper for my senior project, and that still stands. That's kind of why I re-picked it up, and it's like, I need to get through this really quickly. And I've also just found that it's really interesting because I'm, like I said, in the middle of reading it, and I'm looking forward to finishing it. It is 12 chapters. I'm trying to average like a chapter every other day, so wish me luck. Next on the TBR, I'm trying to get more into graphic novels and comic books and just widening my taste, I guess you will, outside of just Marvel and DC. Still love Marvel and DC, but I'm trying to expand. So I was hearing a lot of things on BookTube about Saga because I think volume 8 or volume 9 just came out and everyone's freaking out. So this is volume 1. And I haven't started reading it because I'm trying to just really start like in April, but I read like the first 2 or 3 pages, and so far I like the characters and I love the artwork. Look at that. Let me just find a beautiful, there we go. Isn't that so just like interesting? So the premise about this one is that there's 2 people, forgetting their names right now, 2 people. They are from 2 different species, as you can probably tell. They fall in love and then have a baby. And so their 2 species are at war with each other, so it's forbidden for them to be together, but they are together anyway, and they probably do the most dangerous thing that 2 forbidden people can do, which is they procreate. And it's their journey of trying to evade the 2 peoples that are now 2 groups of peoples that are now after them. The last book on my April TBR is something I am super excited about. I usually don't buy books exactly when they come out. The only ones I do that for are going to be Rick Riordan's books because I'm a super fan. I did it with The Bells by Danielle Clayton. I did it with The Wedding Date by Jasmine Guillory, and it's like, where was I going with that? But this book I know I had to get because the cover is absolutely amazing. The storyline is absolutely amazing. And if you couldn't tell by now what the heck I'm talking about, it is Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. And what? Look at this cover. Look at this cover. I'm absolutely in love with this cover. And what I do for new releases, I usually wait until they come out on paperback, or in paperback. They're not DVDs, in paperback. But there are just some covers. One, I'm getting a lot less stingy, but there are some covers that I know I had to have in hardcover, and this was one of those books. Really? They really did the damn thing with this book. This is like pressed in. Like this comes off the page. Like it's textured. There's the spine. The end pages are absolutely gorgeous. Like, oh my god. So basically, this is about a young girl. I don't know how young she is. I'm just gonna read the synopsis because I'm not about to butcher this. Alright, so Zelie Adebola remembers when the soil of Orisha hummed with magic. Burners ignited flames, tinders beckoned waves, and Zelie's Reaper mother summoned forth souls. But everything changed once magic disappeared. Under the orders of a ruthless king, the Magi were targeted and killed, leaving Zelie without a mother and her people without hope. Now Zelie has one chance to bring back magic and strike against the monarchy. With the help of a rogue princess, she must outwit and outrun the crown prince, who is hell-bent on eradicating magic for good. Danger lurks in Orisha, where snow leopards prowl and vengeful spirits wait in the waters. Yet the greatest threat I'm like reading too quickly. Yet the greatest threat may be Zelie's herself, as she struggles to control her powers and her growing feelings for an enemy. Girl. What? Also, it's the first book in a series because if you look it up, basically it's going to say Children of Blood and Bones and then Blood and Bone, and then in parentheses I'm pretty sure it says like the Orisha trilogy, so at least 2 more books are going to be coming out in this world. I have a feeling this is about to be amazing. That's all I need to say. So hopefully I read this over spring break because, you know, it's a little thickums, you know, it's a little thickums. It's over 500 pages. It is 525 pages. There's a little space between the words. So I'm excited for this. I literally cannot wait. I think out of all the books in my TBR, besides like Saga, which like is a graphic novel or a comic book, I'm super excited for this book. Like beyond excited for this book. So yeah, that is it for my April TBR. Make sure you check out my April TBR jar picks, which I will link down below like I said before. If you like this video, give it a huge thumbs up, share, make sure you are subscribed, and comment down below, what are you trying to read during the month of April? Check out all of my social media as well as my blog, which can also be found down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.